channel specifications for IS-95. In IS-95, first of all, we have to study about its radio aspects. So these radio aspects are nothing but simply the features of IS-95, which contain the parameters like system used. In IS-95, we generally prefer CDMA technology and the frequency division duplexing. Now, duplexing is nothing but the simultaneous communication from transmitter and receiver side. But here the word is frequency division. Now, frequency division means what? We are going to use different channels for transmitter and receiver. Hence, whatever the total channel allocated for the corresponding communication, it is divided into two parts, for one for transmitter and another for receiver. So that means transmitter uses different frequency and receiver uses different frequency for the communication purpose. CDMA technology is a code division multiple access technique where we use the PN sequence or the coding technique for the transmission of data. So secure data transmission can be possible. Next is channel bandwidth. That is 1.25 megahertz is the maximum channel bandwidth which is required for the communication purpose. In that, forward link is around 869 to 894 megahertz. So forward link is used are nothing but the downlink carry the data traffic from base station to mobile station. Reverse link is used for up to 824 to 894 megahertz. Carrier separation is around 45 megahertz. Well, as you know, I already told you the different frequencies are used for transmitter and receiver. So there should be some frequency separation. So that separation is used to avoid any channel interference or frequency interference. So for that purpose, carrier separation is standard value is 45 megahertz. Maximum data rate is 9.6 kbps. Chip rate means whatever the PN sequence used in CDMA, the length of PN sequence transmission for mega chips per second is around 1.22 mega chips per second, which is the chip rate of PN sequence used in CDMA. Modulation is QPSK. So modulation technology is quadrature phase shifting technique is used where used phase shifting came with the four different values, four different phase shifts. Next is channel specifications of forward and reverse CDMA channel. In that you can observe here the forward CDMA link and the reverse CDMA link. Forward CDMA link uses 1.23 megahertz from base station to mobile station, and reverse CDMA link uses the 1.23 megahertz channel bandwidth for MS to BS transmission, means mobile station to base station. So it has various parts or sections. One of them is that pilot, sync. PCH is nothing but the paging channel. Then coding methods, different coding codes are used, vary from W8 to W63. W stands for Walsh code. So Walsh codings varies from 8 to 63 are nothing but the coding different codes used in the for communication. So very first is the pilot channel, which is W0. So this pilot channel CDMA signal transmitted by the base station provides a reference for all mobile stations. So it just as a reference signal. So pilot signal from all base station uses same PN sequence, but each station is identified by unique time offset. Means time variation, time slots are different, but same PN sequence is used. That means same code will be used by all base station to transmit the data to MS, that is mobile station. Next is a synchronization channel, which is belongs to Walsh 32 code, and it is an optional channel used to send synchronizing information to the mobile station. If it is any requirement of synchronization, in that case it is used for the synchronization purpose or for transmission of synchronizing information. So W32 has a pattern of 32 consecutive zeros and 32 consecutive ones. That is ideal for synchronization. So these sync channel message parameters are may contain network identification number, system identification number, some pilot short PN sequence. Pilot means reference short PN sequence signal. This combination is consist of consecutive zeros and consecutive ones. Also including to that, it also contains some values like local code state and offset of local time. Next is paging channel. Paging channel is an optional channel again. There are up to 7 paging channels. There are total 7 paging channels used to transmit the control information to the terminal that do not have calls in progress. Various types of messages carried by the paging channel are as follows, like system parameter message may transmitted by paging channel, list of neighbor message, access parameter message, page message, data burst message, channel assignment message, authentication challenge message. As different such a various messages will be transmitted with the help of paging channel. This paging channels, total 7 channels are used, which are optional one used to transmit only control information when there is no call in progress. After that, the forward traffic channels. The channels which are not used for the paging or synchronization can be used for the traffic. Means initially we send some reference signal, then we send some synchronizing information from base station to mobile station, and then we send some control information with the help of paging channel. So control information is like before call connection or before call connectivity, whatever the process has to be taken, that means authentication, acknowledgement, whatever it may be, the authentication process, or some page message for indication purpose, or for identification of any message. So these all process will take place in paging channel, synchronization channel, and pilot channel. After that, the actual after a call in, when call is connected or when call becomes in progress, in that case we have to use different traffic channels. So these traffic channels are varies from Walsh code 8 to 63. Walsh code 8 to 63 means what? These are the different forward traffic channels used to transmit various information like authentication messages, alert information, handoff direction message. If any handoff mechanism is necessary, in that case we have to indicate corresponding handoff indication. So for that purpose, handoff direction message are transmitted. Then data burst message, then mobile registration message. So before call generation or call connection, we have to register the mobile into corresponding network. So mobile registration message is first of all transmitted with the help of this forward traffic channel. Similarly, next point is reverse CDMA channels. You can observe here. The reverse CDMA channels are also called as uplink channels. These uplink channels means transmits the data from mobile station to base station, and which again uses the channel bandwidth 1.23 megahertz. So it consists of basically the access channels and the traffic channels. So access channels are nothing but the terminal that does not have a call in progress can uses the access channel to send the message to the base station for 3 functions. Now these 3 functions may be to respond to paging message, whatever the paging message coming from base station to mobile station, the acknowledgement is sent with the help of access channel to the base station from mobile station. So that to transmit this acknowledgement, we used access channel. Also to originate the call and to register the location, whatever the authentication or the registration of mobile station takes place after that, to authenticate or to originate the call or to actually start the data communication, to start the communication or to transmit the traffic, whatever the message required, acknowledgement messages are required, are transmitted from mobile station to base station with the help of access channel. Next is reverse traffic channel. Now reverse traffic channel can be multiplex primary, voice and secondary data or the signaling traffic. Means you perform messaging, you perform calling, or video calling, audio calling, whatever these all the call progresses are takes place with the help of a reverse traffic channel. In that you can send different messages, order messages, then again the data message, handoff message, or parameter response message. Different such messages are transmitted with the help of this traffic channel. So this was the topic regarding the forward and the reverse CDMA channels or IS95 channels. Okay, so this is sufficient for today's lectures. We will see in the next lecture the security aspects in IS95. Thank you.